just want other for folks, I want you to play kind of a numbers game here, and I want you to look at each time we get a reversal in our red sections, right? We had a red one, a red one, a red one. This is our first one happening in a green one, and it's kind of been an eventful week where there's been a lot of external news above and beyond earnings, above and beyond the normal market movements of the week, a lot of external news that could account for this being kind of a fluke. So I want you to just keep your eyes on these red zones as they play out. And if every once in a while we get a green or every once in a while we get a magenta, make sure you're averaging that out with the number of red hits we get, because the red hits signify, a change to a sideways choppy market. And I really want people to be a little bit more long viewed here. And when I say long viewed, I mean just look at the last couple of months, not the last week, in order to, for your own personal investing bias. Don't get caught up in the hype. Remember, hype is hype. And as soon as it disappears, it vaporizes, so does the market moves. But yeah, you wanted to look at some of our indicators. So let's throw one on here. The one that we usually look at when we're looking at broad market moves is this confirming MA indicator. So let's turn him on. And I might even turn on the analog version as well. That's down here. And so, yeah, we had that confirmation of a bottom being found on January 10th, but we're nowhere near getting that red arrow at the top yet. But like I said, yesterday we lost, some momentum, and today we're just pure on going down. And when things go down, they tend to go down fast. I wouldn't be surprised if yesterday's high is our top reversal, and we're just waiting for a confirmation that we get early next week. But we're just going to keep tracking the highest close that we get, which so far was yesterday, and see where it brings us.
Yeah, I know we have 2 earnings plays to talk about. When does that really start to kick in? Did that
This
already
week,
begin
yeah,
this week? Yeah?
this week, a lot of people have been trading. We had all sorts of companies reporting earnings, big companies. There was Goldman Sachs. There was let me just look at some of these over here that I've been paying attention to. A big one that I looked at was Johnson and Johnson reported. There's been a lot of companies, the ones I look for, just because I might sound silly here not being able to call, the ones I look for are the boring ones, the ones that will probably not have much move. They'll have some hype, but they won't have any move. And the reason is, and you'll see coming up, these are the ones that can make us the most money in the volatility crush that occurs once the earnings announcement is released. And this is where, a predictable kind of event is something that we can profit on.